Do you know how many people drive with their propane on?
Yeah, neither do we, but about half the people that are out there on the road pulling their travel trailers or fifth wheels or even their coaches are driving with their propane on, whether that's to keep the refrigerator going or they just don't turn it off. You know, 50% of the people or whatever that number is, doesn't necessarily mean that's wrong, but it could be dangerous. And we found a product that will help you be safe while you're out on the road.
Hey, when we're out RVing, we love to have so much fun. But in order to have fun, we need to be safe.
That's right. And so I'm the kind of guy that before we buy any product for the RV or any product for that matter, I do lots and lots of homework. And we've been looking at ways that we could be safe with our propane. We were out for a week about a year ago, and all of a sudden we got a really strong odor of propane, and you all know what that smells like if you've been around propane at all. And it turned out that we had a regulator that went bad. Well, in the process, we didn't know how much propane was in our tanks and whatnot. So I've been looking for a gauge of some sort, and we stumbled on a product called Gas Stop. Now, Gas Stop is an amazing product, and I'll tell you straight up that we are not getting paid to talk about Gas Stop, but they did send us the Gas Stops, and if you stick around for the entire video, we're going to help you get the Gas Stop at a super reduced price. So stick around all the way and we're going to give you a way to do that. But let's get back to the product. And let me tell you why it's different than all other valves or gauges or... Okay, so when we're talking about propane tanks, we're going to assume that you all have tanks that are in compliance and they're updated, and that makes a world of difference. So this product here, basically it's got a gauge that tells you how much propane is in your tank, and then it has the gas stopping feature in here. Why is that important? And most of you that do research on this stuff understand that these modern gas tanks have a built-in OPV valve in them. Now, the thing about the OPV valve is if there's a leak, it will turn off, but it only turns off the tank. It can't have something connected to it. So right now we've got our gas line going into our tank. So the OPV valve is being pushed aside, essentially, allowing gas to flow through. Now you do have, on modern RVs, you do have a EPV valve that will reduce the amount of a leak. So in the event of a leak, it will reduce the leak to 95% at the very best. If you've got an older system, it's going to be a lot, you're going to have trouble with your leak. It won't do the 95%. So that still leaves 5% of gas. How much does it take to cause an explosion?
Not
much. I'm not Mr. Science, but it seems to me that if I could smell gas, then there could be an explosion. This Gas Stop is the only product that stops the gas 100%. 100%. And that's not in addition to the 95. This stops it completely. So if I've got my tank connected, and I'll disconnect right now, the OPV valve in here is going to turn off the gas if I turn it on. So I've turned on my gas and there is no gas leaking because there's nothing connected. But as soon as I connect it, it will leak. If for some reason we get a cracked line or whatever and this is connected, we're going to have a leak, a gas leak. The other thing that concerned the two of us was our gas line for our stove and our furnace runs right down the side of our trailer and right behind the wheels. So if we ever have a blowout and it ruptures that line and our gas tanks are open, we're going to have a problem, because now you're going to have hot stuff back there and gas, and when they mix, you're going to have a
not a pretty sight. An explosion, fire. Yes.
So that's why we reached out to Gas Stop, and it was really important to us to have the safest item on the market. Now, you can buy these valves for anywhere from $10 to $35, whatever. We've seen them all over the internet. And yeah, you're going to pay more than $35 for this. But what you are going to get is that added safety feature of a 100% shutoff. You don't have to do any screwing, you know, any mounting. It screws right to your tank, and then your line screws right in. It's a real simple process. Basically, we're going to go ahead and put the gas stop on, and then we're going to connect our line.
Okay, let's see how easy this really is. We've hooked it up. We have turned it on. And then we're going to prime this by pushing it 2 or 3 times. Whoops.
Push it all the way down. Yeah, there you go. And it should be in the yellow.
Yep, it's in the yellow. It's high because we just filled them up.
And what you'll also notice is when you prime this, it won't push down anymore.
Oh, it won't? Oh, yeah, no, it won't.
And then when you lose pressure, that'll pop up.
Oh, okay, cool. There we go.
So, essentially right now, this is opening up the OPV valve, and everything's connected. So if we have a massive loss in pressure, then you'll see it. This will drop to 0. The one thing that we did notice also is when we reconnected, we filled up the tanks and reconnected, and we went to put our tank cover on. Because you have this extra distance, our tank cover wouldn't go, so we had to turn our tanks inward. You'll kind of see that they're pointing at an angle now, and that allows the hoses to clear. So really great.
All right.
Okay. So with the gas stop, we are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We know how much gas we have, and we have the peace of mind of a product that is going to absolutely contain any leak that we have in our gas system. And then the bonus is, and if you've watched our videos, you know that one of my biggest concerns is a blowout. Now, we don't typically drive down the road with our tanks on, but with this, I'm less apprehensive about doing that, because I know that if something happens, we're at least protected. Now, Gas Stop, again, great product. It has a 5-year warranty on it, and so if anything goes wrong, just get a hold of Gas Stop and they're going to take care of you. The folks down at Gas Stop have been wonderful to work with so far. They have answered all of our questions that we had, and like I said, they didn't pay us for this, but they did send us a couple so that we could throw them on our tanks and help you get the most out of your RV experience by making your gas system a little safer.
If you are interested in getting the Gas Stop for your rig, there'll be a link below that will give you a 10% discount on this wonderful item.
That's right. We're going to drop a link directly to Gas Stop, and you just put in the code HPD gas, and you will get a discount on your purchase of these. Now, the important thing is make sure that you order the right one. If you're using a travel trailer or a fifth wheel, you need the Acme valve, the Acme Gas Stop, which is the one that you saw in this video. And if you have any type of coach, you're going to need the POL version or the pole version. And if you own one of those, you're familiar with that type of fitting. They work exactly the same. They have all the same dynamics, but just make sure that you order the right one. So use the code HPDGAS, and that'll get you a discount. And there is no time limit on that. That will be a permanent part of our description, and you can use that whenever you would like. We really want you to be safe out there on the road. We want you to have fun in your RV, and the mission of our channel is to help you get the most out of your RV. And something as little as this can help you have a good time, because you won't be standing there watching your trailer burn to the ground. And I hear that they burn real quick when that happens. So anyway, we don't want that to happen to you. So think about something like that. It's not just a valve, it's a safety feature. We appreciate you coming along with us on our journey.
Share this with a friend.
Yeah, always share it with a friend. Give us a thumbs up if you appreciated the video, and we will see you in the next video.